Hello, everybody, and welcome back. This is episode 10, I believe, big 1-0 of Tavern Keeper. Thank you so much for joining me. We're back here at the Leaky Cauldron. Some big news. Ooh, it looks like there's been a little bit of an update to the game. The camera is now snapping when I press Q and E. As you can tell, this is not rehearsed, as I did not know that feature has been implemented. We'll see. I actually don't really love that, so let's see if we could turn that off. In the last episode, we built our accommodations, which is super exciting. We have 3 people currently living in our tavern, or not living, but only visiting here temporarily, of course. Now, we do have one more room in the back here. This is the master. There we go. I can use my mouse wheel and I get smooth rotation. So we need to decorate these accommodations. They're currently lacking really all kinds of decoration, and we need to get the master bedroom set up and running as well, as it currently doesn't even have a bed in it. But first things first, looks like we have a group coming in, or scheduled, that would like to come in soon. Let's see if we can get these guys booked and heading in here. Oh, they're way out here. All right. Tavern needs to be open. This is at 1 a.m. You know what? I'm just not going to go through the hassle of that, and we're going to decline it. Oh gosh, that camera snapping is taking some getting used to. Looks like we have some ingredients sitting out in the rain as well, which isn't great, but everyone is sleeping with the exception of our janitor here, Delphinia, who is going to continue janitoring, I believe. We won't interrupt her with any of the dog's body work. Let's see, do we have a third drink we could put into our third tap? It looks like we don't. We have a bunch of Mudweiser and Schlam's Pride, and then in here we have Schlam's Pride and Mudweiser. So we need to purchase some drinks so that we can get a 3-drink variety bonus. We need to set up the remainder of our accommodations, and then I think we're going to spend a little bit of time addressing some staff needs as well as some general requirements in the tavern. So things like making sure our temperature is good throughout the facilities and making sure that our flammability is not getting too out of control, checking in on our brightness as well, making sure everything's sort of in order here. We can see the kitchen is actually very dark. So, well, we don't have any money right now, so we're not going to make any changes. As usual, we're a little short on cash. Not going to lie, I was hoping and sort of anticipating having a lot more money by episode 10 this late in the game, but we do not yet. Well, we're getting there. And I'm sure after today we'll have plenty left over to spend some money with. It looks like one of our guests has actually checked out, the person who was staying here in the closet. What's your name here? Brienne, our leaf raker, was staying in the cupboard under the stairs. Looks like she's going to be heading out now as well. I'm going to take a quick second to review the prices for our hotel rooms. Now, once we get more decorations in the hotel rooms, we'll be able to charge a lot more, I think. I don't know exactly how price is calculated. Maybe I could check.
There's a distant look, like you're listening to someone no one else can hear. What's that about?
Interesting. Not sure what that's about. So higher prices, what's it say? Higher prices increase profit but reduce satisfaction. Can we take a look at our satisfaction, perhaps, for accommodations? It looks like we do not have accommodation-specific satisfaction here. Food is very low, though. That's quite unfortunate, what seems to be the issue with the food. No side dishes. Yeah, okay. So we have a lot of ordering we have to do. We're going to have to just fast forward, I think, for the time being. What's very frustrating is that with this new snapping rotation, it's actually not snapping to the orientation I like, which is this straight up and down one. It's snapping to these diagonals. So that's going to take a little bit of getting used to. I'll probably look into how to disable that in between episodes or something like that. We'll deal with it for the time being. We have some patrons. Let's stop going so fast here. I would like to not only decorate our accommodations rooms, but also the tavern as a whole. I think we could use a little bit more floor decor in here. It's looking a little bland. Obviously, the staff room's not looking the best, so we might put up some individual cubicles for our staff as well. But I think we really just need to focus on letting time pass and letting some more patrons get in here so that we can build up some more funds to do all the things we want to do. This is a good opportunity probably to keep an eye on how our staff performs in general. We obviously don't have too many people in here right now, but that will increase as the day goes on. I did a lot of finessing in the previous episodes with our staff schedule, and I haven't really had a very robust opportunity to analyze how successful that scheduling has been. So we'll probably work on doing that now. And what's your deal? Miria here is a little bit unhappy. Could be happier, but it's not telling me why she's unhappy. If I had to guess, it's probably temperature and light related. I think we got everybody working mostly appropriate hours now. I don't see anybody else complaining about their workload. So I think we're in a good place, with the exception of Mira. We're making a little bit of money now already. And is our merchants going to arrive tomorrow? Okay, and we have a little bit of money in the bank. I think once we get a little bit more, I'll go ahead and order some side dishes and some brews, some barrels from the map screen, from one of the nearby taverns. How are we doing on ingredients in general? It looks like our bread, which is a side dish, we have brown bread as a side dish, right? Yes, you're adding it to the dish on the side. That is correct. I wonder if I could add shelves in the... No, okay. So, well, it was worth the experiment. I wanted to see if we could add the larder shelves inside the kitchen so that our min-max, our chef Magdalena here a little bit doesn't need to walk so far, but unfortunately it won't allow that. We have a gift waiting for us, it seems, and we had a warning there, but it's since gone away, so we'll ignore that and open our gift. One common rat also just spoiled. Oh, we got a painting. It's not the most lovely one in the world, but we'll place it nonetheless. It's free after all, and the more decoration, the better. I think I might put this in... Well, I don't know if I want this painting in the throne room. So maybe we'll put this in the tap room. And once we get nicer looking paintings, we can, ones that aren't of ogres, we can put them in the throne room. Role playing a little bit. I have nothing against ogres, but the esteemed guests that will be staying in the throne room, they might have different opinions from me. And we have a group here now as well. Do we have a penalty for this group? It doesn't look like we do. All they want is drink and food. We should be able to supply that, no problem. And we have lots of money now. So let's look at ordering some goodies. Well, actually, we do have the stock screen over here. So carrots would probably be a good thing to get. Rats would be a good thing to get, and a little bit more alcohol of a third variety. So right now I'm just looking for carrots. We'll get one shipment of carrots. We also want some bread, I think. Actually, let's get the breakfast rolls because they're a little bit higher quality. And do we want any other items in here? We could start dealing with mutton. Let's think about that. What's this? Hearty. Patrons, tier 2 patrons would prefer that. Let's get a mutton. Well, that's going to use all of our money. So let's wait for the mutton until the end of the day when we have a lot more money to throw around. We'll order these two things. I'm not going to rush them because we have plenty in stock for now. And then we still need the rats. We'll get the rats now over here. And we need as well one more barrel for the diversity. And I'm thinking we'll go Feineken. We'll get one more barrel of Feineken, which is what we did last time as well. It's going to take a little while for that stuff to get here. It looks like we have a guest that's unfortunately about to run out of patience, which makes me think we either need more staff or we need to reallocate our staff jobs. Now, everybody is doing what they're supposed to be doing. So we have one person cooking. You're leaving now. Unfortunately, I don't know what you were waiting for. I don't know. It looks like you were waiting for service. Right, because it's possible they were waiting for the dish, in which case we would need more chefs, but I think they were just waiting for service. Although, I'm not positive. You're definitely waiting. Let's keep an eye on this person right here on Dakota. We'll see if they get helped. Okay, so Juana here, or Juana, unfortunately I don't know how to pronounce that name. She was waiting for food, but she didn't have a patience meter, which makes me think maybe the patience meter. Waiting for food. Okay, they are waiting for food, so maybe we need more wait staff. Because while Dalen here isn't dedicated wait staff, he is waiting tables right now. And you know what? We do have people being distracted by the accommodations as well. Derek is here. Do we have anybody on leave? That's something I forgot. It's been quite a little bit since I last checked, or since I last recorded, so I don't remember exactly. I think we will probably go ahead and hire an additional staff member now. We have lots of money in the bank, so we might as well get someone that's quite good. Oh, yeah. Look at Vivian here. She's a binge eater. That's her vice, which is like totally cool with me. Better than destroying stuff or lighting fires. We're hiring you, Vivian. Welcome aboard, and your daily wage isn't even that much, only $20. Let's go ahead and get you scheduled. You're obviously going to be a dedicated server all day. I think that makes the most sense for Vivian. We'll give you an extra hour at the end, and maybe take one off for Dalen. Now, Dalen was generalist, so we'll just take one off for him. And I think Derek, we might dedicate to janitoring, or at least take serving off his generalist tasks. We'll see how this goes for now with our extra Vivian, our extra employee here. We're gonna need to, let's check for this group also. They might be here pretty soon. Oh, look at that. No penalty, and we have everything they need. It's only a group of 2, which isn't the best, but we'll take them in. And we need potentially another bed. I'm gonna see if we can get away with not having a bed, because we have 4 beds, or we have 5 beds available here. We have 6 employees, but one of them's a night shift. So they'll be sleeping during the day, and I think we'll be okay. Delphinia here is the one with the night shift as our janitor. Now we have some shipments coming. The Stillwater shipment of rats comes in just an hour. And accommodation need ends pretty soon, which is unfortunate. Mira here is unhappy again, probably because she's in the dark and the cold. Let's take a look at our temperature situation. Yeah, it's still pretty cold in the accommodation rooms. Even with the brazier being in here, it's still actually too cold in that room, which is pretty surprising. I guess because it's an external wall, and maybe the weather is also contributing to that to a degree. We have run out of rats that we kind of expected. We have some on the way, though. And we ran out of green fruit. We can just take that off the menu, though. Right, yeah, that's... sorry about that, folks. We're going to charge a little bit more for our brown bread. And we have some breakfast rolls coming as well anytime now. So I'm not sure how we want to address the temperature situation, but we'll handle that in a second as we have a storybook here.
Hey, you! A patron quickly crosses the tavern to talk to you. This place is aces. I want to leave a tip.
Oh, this is interesting. All right, so do I want to tip or tell your friends? You know, we're pretty flush with cash right now. Tell your friends.
I'd be happy to. I only have 3 friends, but I'm sure one of them would be interested.
Well, I don't know if that was really worth it. We got 1 person instead of a tip. Well, we know for next time we get that. Oh, and we actually got an enthusiastic review. I wonder if that shows up somewhere else in our overview. We'll look at it in a second. Back to the temperature situation in here. Tell you what, before we close out for the day, let's get our 3rd room here up and running in case anyone wants to book it before the night ends. We'll put the bed over here for appropriate feng shui, and we'll also give them a footlocker, since this is the 2nd largest accommodation room that we have. We'll trick it out appropriately, is what I mean. Let's maybe put a hearth, a gigantic hearth, in the throne room. That would be really funny. Unfortunately, it doesn't really fit. And temperature is not great. We could put the hearth in the master, I believe that room's called. Let's maybe just throw it into The staff room? No, it's so much money that I think we're gonna hold off on the hearth for now. We definitely need a floor mat. I can't believe how long it's been that I haven't placed that. Let's get that down now. And then do we have enough? We have plenty for a large brazier to go into this room. There we go. And that should provide light and a little bit of heat as well. I wanted to get a lantern in our register room so that Dalen here isn't working in the dark quite so much. Just got to find a nice spot for it. That looks good. And then maybe one more candle stand. No, we'll hold off on the candle stand for now. How is temperature looking right now? Looks like we do have a shipment coming in as well. The braziers helped a little bit, but still not great. Unfortunately, we did not satisfy everyone here with our drink provisioning. So far, so good, though. I think bringing on that extra employee, Vivian, did help considerably. She's here now. Looks like our shifts have ended for the day. And ooh, let's pause. We still have a couple people in the bar. So what time is it now? Between 9 and 10, we need to look at if we have anyone formally working right now. Oh, I guess it does highlight that. So Mira's supposed to be working right now. I think it probably would be wise to have a second person working late, and I think that person's going to be... Oh, well, Derek's also supposed to be working right now. But maybe we want them working even later. So maybe we put an extra hour at the top for Vivian, and then we take away an hour for Dalen and put it at the bottom. So this is going to be serving and dog's body at the end there. And then we will do one more hour of serving for Mira and take away one at the top, I think. Just like that. And you know what? Maybe for Mira, since, I mean, what's 1 hour of generalist work? We could just make her a full-time server, I think. All right, we'll see if that helps with these late-night people. I mean, they are being served, so maybe that was a little bit of an overreaction. Did we get our Feinekin? We have not gotten our Feinekin yet. We're going to hold on to much of this money, I think, as we go into the next day. Or we're going to try to, at least. Does it say 166 in taxes, plus the 15 we're going to pay for the scrolls? So we are going to spend a decent amount of money overnight, but we should stay in the green, if only by a couple of gold. Let's fast forward now. Not much going on in the pub with everybody leaving. Definitely lots of cleaning going on, though. Like to see that. There's our crossing of midnight and our payment. And we have a group. Let's see, this is at 3 a.m. this time, about. And they want just a group of 3 with dartboard. We're going to decline that. I'm not in the business of opening the tavern early just for a couple people quite yet. Maybe we can look into doing that a little bit later. For now, though, let's keep it chugging forward here at full speed. We're going to see how much money... I think, 5 gold, which is, as usual, not going to be enough to please our merchant. And there he is. Yeah, nothing here we can buy quite yet, but he does have mutton for cheap. And I would really like to get that mutton, I think. How are we looking on stock overall? We could use more Schlamm's Pride. So maybe we'll prioritize that for today. We're not going to get our delivery of Feinekin until at least tomorrow. Yeah, that's the Feinekin coming tomorrow. So maybe today what we'll do is rush some deliveries of Feinekin once we have some initial cash in the reserves. And we'll see if that helps. Now here, her happiness is only going down. She wants to sleep in darkness? That's interesting. Yeah, I guess it's the bat icon. So we're probably going to have to just keep paying her off once we have the money to. We could once we build the cubicles, we could just not put a light in her room, and that will probably make her happy as well. Can we do linens in here? Now, I noticed that we have the no linen locked, not available until laundry has been unlocked, and I don't think we're going to get laundry because we've reached the maximum rating. Is that the maximum rating? Swamp climate. Maybe it's not. What's this? Famous barkeep Vivian. Yes, that's right. Vivian smacks. She's awesome at her job, so we got a little bit of a bonus there. A happy customer spreads word of mouth. I wonder if that was the storybook that we got. I think that probably was. Let's fast forward a little bit here, get through this day. Day 29 now. We're almost a month in. Over a month in, depending on the month. Oh, look at all these people coming in here now. It's too bad it's raining. They're going to be tracking dirt in, but at least we finally have our welcome mat 30 days later. Or at least 29 days later. Alright, let's go. Let's get some money in here. Come on. There we go. Now it's coming in. Now, oh, so quick. We almost made $92 or 92 gold that quick already. What seems to be the issue here? Too many orders. I've not seen that before. Wow, people are digging the food. I think, we're clearly pretty limited on space here. We could maybe reclaim this part as tap room and then put another order window in there, but we'll cross that bridge a little bit later. For now, I think I'm ready to build some cubicles in our staff room. Actually, before we do that, let's order some more drinks. So we want more Feineken. We're going to get 2 of those, and we are going to rush it for a fat 60 gold payment. And then was there any ingredients that we needed? We needed more schlams, that's right. Where do we buy the schlams? Schlams can be bought here. We'll get 2 of those, and how long? Yeah, we'll rush that as well. I don't want to wait 2 days or 1.5 days for that. Now, even with the rush, it's still 12 hours. So we're not going to have it today, which is unfortunate, but we'll be ready to have a lot of variety tomorrow at least. Oh, we will get it today. I was looking at the wrong order. All right, that's great. So we can get the Feineken on tap right away. And then we'll have one more barrel coming tomorrow as well, which should give us a nice buffer for the rest of the day at the very least. And what's our cleaning schedule look like for our bedrooms? Yeah, so they're getting polished, which is good. Except for the masters. This one, it does have polish on the schedule. All right, so they're all set up correctly. We just got to wait for the jobs to actually get done. They are not very highly rated. I found the star ratings over here. So we got to increase the room value. That's going to come with, we have a fire, but they put it out. Nice. So increasing the room value is going to come with, obviously, adding decorations and stuff. So maybe we can look into, we have a free set of shelves here that we could add in. And maybe we could go into design mode and, put some things on these shelves, like maybe an axe. maybe that's what caused that dent right there. We could put a shield maybe on the wall. How do I change place mode? I'm looking at there's definitely a way to do it. Cycle snaps, tap, there we go. Yeah, we'll put a shield on the wall here, just above the bed, so it has the potential to fall onto your head. This is the throne room, so we want this one to be a very nice room. Oh, there's wands too. That's so fitting for the leaky cauldron. Maybe we add a wand onto the bar table here, just for shits and giggles. There we go. That's the rotation tool I was looking for. All right, we got a wand on the bar. What other decorations do we have here? Some signs. Maybe we get... Oh, what happened to my walls? Give me my walls back. There we go. Get a sign or get a painting on this wall, maybe. Nope, did not want rotation. Oh, and I just undid something. Let's redo a couple times. Control Y to redo. That's good to know. Let's rotate you so you're in the correct alignment and make you bigger. There we go. That looks good to me. And maybe Elf Boy can go on this wall here. Nice. Let's see how that impacted the room rating. Let's also hide our walls again. So we were half a star. We're still half a star. So it's not making a huge difference. Let's get some rugs in though. That's something I said I wanted to do. Textiles. Oculus rug. We could, whoa. Did not mean to pan like that. We'll get this rug in our throne room accommodation. And do we have a variant? We do. We'll put this one in the other room. I'll shrink these down a bit so that they aren't clipping quite so much. And let's also relocate them just into the ground a little bit more. Don't know why they're so thick since they're just a rug. What else? We have the compass rug. We'll put this in the main bar room, maybe. Could put it over here. I don't really want it to be under that, but maybe we could put... Oh yeah, I like this. We could put this rug along the stretch of bar here, like a little bar runner. That's quite nice, actually. Do we have another colored one? Let's do geometric. No, too big. I know I can resize them, but... Oh, we could do some curtains and like imperial things. Let's get some imperial... What do you call this, actually? End? End? No, let's do the runners. We'll do the end, I guess. Or simple cloth long? No. All right, we'll do the imperial end. We'll put this on either side of our box thing there. It's coming together, I think. Dolly, this is nice. We could put a dolly just randomly on the bar there, and maybe we'll also put a cup on top of that. Objects, vessels, and there should be maybe like a nicer cup. Do we have like a tankard? Or we have steins. Let's put a stein on there. Imperial stein. Ooh, yeah, that's kind of nice. All right, that's enough spending for now. It's like adding little gribblies around the place. How's our room looking? Still only 1 star, surprisingly. And this room is also only 1 star. Not surprising that it's a little less valuable. What time is it now? It's almost the end of day, end of shift for most of these people. Let's go ahead.
When I said we were out of bread, I said a little prayer to the goddess of baked goods.
I think that prayer will work. Oh, and it actually yielded brown bread. That's funny. That's not what I meant. What I meant was that we had an order of breakfast buns on the way. But materializing brown bread works for me as well. So let's see the status of our menu, our side dishes in particular. There's the brown bread that we just got a bunch more of. Feineken we're charging 17 for. That seems okay. No one's really buying the schlam, so maybe I can make that a little bit cheaper. We'll lower that down to 14, maybe. And let's take a look. Oh, I did give you the bonus. Let's take a look at the temperature situation. It's warm in the tap room and it's still cold in the hotel, which isn't great. But we have lots of money. How are we doing on taxes today? 156, and we have all of our deliveries coming tonight as well. That's good to see, since we are about to run out of schlams. I think we have some barrels in storage still, though. Oh, and this food window keeps catching fire. I guess because there's a grill right next to it, that might be why. Oh, and you're just blowing on the fire. That's probably not great. Do we have... Can't find extinguisher. Yeah. Okay, pause. There's a situation. What's actively on fire right now? Can I see that with flammability? I cannot. I can see that the food window's on fire. Now... They're complaining they don't have the extinguisher. I'd like to actually place an extinguisher. I thought I had placed one, but maybe I forgot to. We have all this money. I mean, we had a lot of money. I think it just ticked over midnight. So the last thing we'll do is place this extinguisher if I could find a kitchen, storeroom, maybe? Yes, firefighting gear is what I want. We'll place this in the kitchen since this seems to be where all of our fires are starting. And can I now resume and prioritize maybe putting the fire out before the whole tavern burns down, please? Is anybody here fight? Whoa. Is anybody here going to fight this fire? Fight fire. Vivian saving the day. This is why we hired you. Oh, that's Magdalena, even better. Please put the fire out. Please, where are you going? Why did you go so far away? Oh my god, what are you doing? Can I call the fire department? Because our employees are not handling this very well. Okay, we need you to fight this fire. There we go. Everyone's just run outside. Magdalena here is the only one that seems to actually care about saving the tavern. We'll give her a nice bonus for that, of course. Quite a lot of destruction just occurred. Let's not also get infested when all this is happening. Oh my god, this is... Alright, I need to call the fire brigade, but... why won't it let me? Okay, well... Oh, we can afford a second extinguisher. Here, you... Fight... What is it? Early access game is early access. Fight fire. Or is Magdalena the only one that can do it because she had... Oh my god, the whole building's on fire. I mean, some of it's being extinguished, some of it's not. Oh, this isn't good. Let's fast forward a little bit. Alright, I think it's under control. Okay, it's... Oh my god, it's spreading. And I think we just ran out of water. Can I please call the fire brigade? Are we like, is fire brigade unavailable? Yeah, fire brigade's unavailable. That's why I can't call it. Alright, well, you know what this means. We're saving and loading. I think that wouldn't have happened if I had the extinguisher ready earlier. So what I'll do is, just in case that happens again, I'll actually buy the fire extinguisher now. And yeah, this is the end of day 21. It's about to be midnight. Yep, there it is. And let's just go ahead and get the fire extinguisher now. If I could find it. There we go. Oh, and I can't afford it. Lovely. Well, I think I'm going to end this episode here. I'm going to reload the save one more time and then take care of putting that fire extinguisher down before we lose all of our money. And I'll see you guys again once I actually get to that. But until then, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.